All right, I'm going to mute everybody and let's get started, okay? Okay, so for today's lesson, I've already sent out the notes and I think you guys would have also gotten your notes, okay? You guys would have gotten your notes. You know what? I just read something, All this while I've done online classes, right? I've not seen your faces. Basically, right, many of you, I've not seen your face in like 2 months since the MCO started. Dah 2 bulan tak tengok you orang punya muka. So I wonder whether your muka sama ke, dah chubby ke or whatever not, I don't know. Okay, I do not know. Because you guys don't turn on your video. So I do not know what you guys look like now. Whether you're thin or, round or skinny, already ugly. Some face change. I know, I understand, Chloe. I know. I understand. Okay. So malu, very fat. Somebody says very fat. Somebody says want to maintain privacy. Okay, fine, no problem. When the CMC is over, then I'll see how you all look like. Okay, whether you look the same or whether you have, turned different. Firdaus kata lagi handsome. Okay, I shall believe you. Face can become bald already. Itulah. Makan tidur. Itu je orang buat. Okay, anyway. You guys have already dah terima kan nota untuk hari ini. I've already covered everything in your trigo. Last week was proving. Now, some of you saw Sean said to discuss last week's, guys. I wish I could, but I need to cover the next part. Okay, so you try and do that first. Okay, if you cannot, you can ask me again later. But for this class, I'm going to move on to counting. So, which means you need your calculator. Okay, calculator. And you may need to refer to the formula, but again, I hope the formula is in front of you, okay? So what we're going to do now is proving. But before I do proving, I'm not proving, sorry, solving, okay, solving. But before I do solving, let me remind you again, you need to use back what you learned in your Form 4, okay, in your Form 4 batch. Recap, because this one here sebenarnya most teachers will not discuss in Form 5 because they say, oh ini kerja Form 4, you orang patut tahu. If you remember in Form 4, you have learned this thing where you have your ASTC. So A, S, T, and C. Okay, so what this means is that every quadrant, setiap sukuan ada sudutnya tersendiri. So I'm just going to recap first, otherwise we have problem later when we solve today's work. Okay, so we call this sukuan pertama, first quadrant, second quadrant, this is the third quadrant, and this is the fourth quadrant. Okay, first, second, third, and fourth quadrant. And every quadrant has its own unique formula. So first one is theta, 180 minus theta, 180 plus theta, and 360 minus theta. Okay, so sebenarnya this ASTC will tell you ciri-ciri bagi setiap sukuan. So what do I mean? We have got 3 functions for trigonometry, kan? You've got sine, you've got cos, and you also have got tangent. Okay, so from here we see that sine, if you masih lagi tak dapat memahami this 4 quadrants, so kesimpulannya ialah sine nilai dia positif in quadrant number 1 and quadrant number 2, dan negative in number 3 and number 4. Okay, number 3 and number 4. And then we have cos. Cos is positive in number 1 and number 4. Negative is in number 2 and number 3. You may want to write this down because we need to refer to this a lot for today's work. Okay, and then lastly we have got tangent. Tangent is positive in number 1 and number 3, then negative in number 2 and number 4. Okay, number 2 and number 4. So later when we do the questions, we have to refer to this, the ASTC. So in case some of you did not learn your basic maths properly in Form 4, please understand, this theta here is called the basic angle ataupun sudut asas. So every time you press calculator, when you press shift sine, shift cos, or shift tangent, your calculator is giving you the basic angle. Okay, calculator sebenarnya memberi nilai sudut asas. So from there is where you can continue to count. Okay, so let's just do a quick recap. Okay, so let's pick one question. Alright, I will start dengan soalan yang pertama. Okay, so selesaikan. Okay, selesaikan. Oh, by the way, please take note soalan-soalan di sini mengandungi domain. Domain maksudnya dari mana ke mana. So nampak tak? The domain is from 0 degree until 360 degree. That's your domain. Okay, itulah domain yang diperlukan, yang diberi. Okay, so coming back to this question here. Okay, now it is very similar to your maths. The only difference now is that because it is at maths, that means kita kena pakai formula. Okay, formula diperlukan. So how do I want to pakai the formula? It's quite simple actually. Okay, so sebenarnya setiap soalan di sini terbagi kepada 2 bahagian. I can say it's divided into 2 parts. The first part is at maths. The last part is modern maths, Form 4. Okay, so you have to know your Form 4 maths, otherwise you have a problem. So what do I mean by at maths? First, you see this is second square. Okay, refer to your formula. Okay, refer to your formula. So if you go back to your basic identity formula, nampak tak? Mengikut formula, menurut formula, second square x equal to 1 plus tangent square x. Okay, second square x equal to 1 plus tangent square x. So because that is the formula, that means not we ganti. So the second square we ganti. But when you ganti, remember, yang ni kena pakai kurungan, because kita kena buang dan ganti. Okay, so now the first step will be this. 2 bracket, second square diganti with 1 plus tangent square x close bracket minus 3 tangent x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, then you open the bracket, buka kurungan. So this means you akan dapat 2 plus 2 tangent square x minus 3 tangent x minus 1 equals 0. Simplify, pemudahkan. When I simplify this, I get 2 tangent square x minus 3 tangent x, 2 minus 1 become plus 1 equals 0. Now, guys, do you recognize or not that sebenarnya apa yang didapati selepas dipermudahkan, what we get after simplifying, we get a quadratic. Okay, we get a quadratic. Do you recognize or not that 2 tangent square x minus 3 tangent x plus 1 is comparable? Boleh dibandingkan dengan 2x square minus 3x plus 1 equals 0. Boleh faham? Just think of the tangent x diganti dengan x. So sebenarnya, it's serupa dengan 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Okay? And you know kalau quadratic, grab your calculator. Grab your calculator and factorize. Okay, so factorize that. Okay, factorize that. Okay, now when you factorize this, okay, you know that you will get 2 brackets. So yang ni 2x, yang ni pun x. Okay, so when you factorize this, you get here 1, yang ni minus, kan? Okay, because you know how to factorize 2x square minus 3x plus 1. Okay, but the thing is now your soalan mengandungi tangent. Sebenarnya sama saja. It's just that when you write down your bracket later, the x tu diganti dengan tangent. Boleh faham tak? Okay. Maksudnya now, when I continue this step here, instead of 2x minus 1, I'm going to write 2 tangent x minus 1. Boleh faham? Okay. And instead of x minus 1, I'm then going to write tangent x minus 1, then equals 0. Boleh faham tak? Okay. So basically the x, you just ganti dengan tangent x. The question can of course involve sine or even cos or second square. Okay, when you got a quadratic, can factorize. Okay, just pakai calculator. Alright. So dari sini kita ada 2 kurungan. Each bracket, setiap kurungan akan bagi satu set jawapan. Okay, it will give you a set of values. So what do I mean by here is, okay, I've got the first bracket. Okay, maybe I'll use 2 colors so you can see. So from this bracket, we have 2 tangent x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, arrange it, pindah. So now you get tangent x equal to 1 over 2. Huh? Okay, negative 1 become positive 1, and then times 2 become divided by 2. Then you press your calculator. Okay, but because you want to find your angle, so I'll just do the working in full so you can see. So x sebenarnya sama dengan shift tangent 1 over 2, and then tekan calculator. Press your calculator. Okay, so shift tangent. Make sure your calculator is in degree, because this one here we want degree, not radian. So again, check your calculator. So shift tangent and then 1 over 2. Nampak tak jawapan dia ialah perpuluhan. Maybe I'll just show it to you here so that you can see. Okay, in case some of you have problem dengan calculator. So what I do now is I press shift tangent and then 1 over 2 and I get 26.565. But we want to mundahkan, so that means here your answer become 26.57. Okay, so jawapan dia ialah 26.57 degree. But here I'm going to write BA, English for basic angle, ataupun you can write SA, sudut asas. Okay, sudut asas. So here, why is it important? Because every time, so here in English, I'm going to write BA, in BM ialah SA, sudut asas. Sudut asas ini digunakan together with the formula tadi, the ASTC. Okay, so nampak tak how to pakai the, if you remember, yang ni ialah tangent, tapi di sini nampak tak 1 over 2 nilai dia ialah positif. So kalau kita kembali lihat your formula here, the ASTC, yang ni orang kena hafal lah, nampak? Tangent is positive, sukuan pertama dan ketiga. The first and the third quadrant. Okay, first and third quadrant tangent bernilai positif. So beside here, I'm going to write 1 and 3. It means sukuan pertama dan sukuan ketiga. Boleh faham? Sukuan pertama dan sukuan ketiga. Setiap sukuan ada formulanya tersendiri. Sukuan yang pertama, formula dia ialah theta, nampak? Okay. Sukuan ketiga ialah 180 tolak 180 minus. 180 minus. Okay, so we use, this is tangent, that means 1 and 3. 1 3 is 180 plus. Okay, 180 tambah. Okay, 180 tambah. So which means, right, when you already dah kenal pasti sukuan yang mana, 1, 3 kan? That means now your answer for this set here will then be, we continue. So yang pertama ialah X. Yang pertama ialah X equal to 26.57 degree. And then the next one is 180 plus 26.57 degree. Okay. Somebody asking Rishi. Okay, hang on, Rishi. Hang on. So this is 26.57 degree. This one you tambah, so you plus, you get 206.57 degree, and that is your answer for this part. Okay. Again, somebody again asking me what is BA. This BA, it stands for basic angle. Basic angle, sudut asas. Okay, sudut asas. Basic angle ataupun sudut asas is just abbreviation. The American books will write PA, principal angle, is the same. Degree or decimal form, up to you actually. Both are accepted. Okay, you can write degree or decimal form. I wrote decimal 26.57. Biasanya for NMAS we write in decimal form. If you want to write, you can write degree and minute pun boleh. Okay, both are accepted. But normally for NMAS, we normally you will see that they always give you in degree. Modern maths normally degree and minutes. Okay, how do I know which quadrant to use? Here. Can you see or not? I repeat, this is tangent. This 1/2 is positive. Understand? Tangent and positive. So this clearly means that some of you have forgotten your form 4 basic maths. Okay, so I repeat that. This means tangent is positive. So where is tangent positive? There. Tangent is positive 1 and 3. Get it? Okay, 1 and 3. 1 dan 3. Are you clear? Okay, I will go through a few questions because I know when I teach this part here, ramai form 5 dah lupa form 4 punya kerja. Biasalah, diorang belajar lupa. Pandai kan? Okay. Alright, so now moving on. Okay, tak habis lagi ya. Not finish yet. Because this dua jawapan ni, these two answer here, it only comes from the first bracket. We have a second bracket. Ada kurungan yang kedua. So the second bracket now, okay, let's move on to this side. So now for this second bracket here, nampak? This second bracket here, we have tangent x minus 1. Okay, fine. So tangent x minus 1 equals 0. When you pindah, that means tangent x equal to 1. So x equal to shift tangent 1. Okay, shift tangent 1. So press your calculator, tekan calculator. Okay, this one here, shift tangent 1. So tekan. Okay, shift tangent 1. That will give you 45 degrees. Okay, 45 darjah. So x equal to 45 degree. Once again, remember yang ni BA ya, sudut asas. Remember, basic angle is not your final answer. It is not your final answer. You have to go back to your sukuan tadi, ASTC. So yang ni pun sama, nampak tak? Can you see here? This is tangent. This number 1 is positive. So sekali lagi, once again, tangent is positive in number 1 and number 3. 1 dan 3. Faham? 1 dan 3. So ini bermaksud, this means that your answer for x will be sukuan pertama 45 degree, no change, basic angle. Sukuan ketiga ialah 180 plus 45 degree. Maksudnya 45 and 225 degree. Okay, so you faham tak? This one question bukannya ada 2 jawapan, tapi sebenarnya ada 4 jawapan. So your answer here will actually be x is equal to 40, wait, small to big, 26.57 degree, 45 degree, 206.57 degree and 225 degree. Ada 4 jawapan. Okay, because the 2 yellow one and the 2 green one. So total got 4 answer. Okay, yes, I'll get there. Okay, some of you have already got this, but again, I need to go slow to pastikan you orang paham. Okay, now let me just make sure you guys are okay. Okay. All right. Why got 4 answer? Why got 4 answer? Because, can you see or not? Here got 2 answer, here got 2 answer. So here 2, so total 4 answer. Nampak? 4 answer. Okay, understand? All right. This kind of question you will see in paper 1, kertas 1. That means finding the value, solving equation. Okay. All right. So, are you guys okay?
Yes.
All right, very good. Okay, so you understand. As I said, the best way here to explain to you is for me to do. You observe, tak faham, tanya soalan. You can unmute yourself, ask question, or you can type in the chat box. You already know this by now. This style learning. Okay, so again, I have to put myself in your situation, in your shoe, how you have problem. But sometimes you may have a unique problem by yourself. Students are always problematic. Okay, so you're gonna tell me what's your issue, and then I will know. Okay, got it? Adam, are you okay?
Yep.
Very good. Okay, so, okay, hang on. Let me just go back to my screen. Okay, let me go back to my screen. Okay, right. So now coming back to my screen. Okay, there. Let me just put the entire thing out here so you can have a look at it. Okay. All right. Now, of course, I understand that you may not be able to jot down the entire thing. Okay. Why I get 0 for question 2? Okay, hang on. Yongsin, you are very, very fast. Relax. Let people process first. Okay, I know some of you, your brain process very, very fast. But I know the majority of people, brain process a bit slow. Kan, maklumlah. Physically inactive, mentally pun a bit inactive. I'm sorry, I know some of you puasa, but I've been talking so long already. Okay, so please don't grab a water and drink if you tengah puasa. Okay, all right. Now let's move on. Okay, question number 2 pula. Where is it? Okay, all right. So question number 2. Okay, here. All right. So for question number 2, what do we have? What do we see? Okay, so once again, recognize which formula to use. So nampak tak, yang ni got sine square. Actually, penggantian formula bagi solving is not difficult. So nampak tak, there is a sine square. Okay, so rujuk formula, refer back to your formula. So you remember your formula here just now was in your basic identity, formula yang diberi sine square x plus cos square x equal to 1. But of course, formula yang ni perlu disusun. When I arrange this formula, you understand, right? Sine square x equal to 1 minus cos square x, which is what we are going to use now. Okay, so now we ganti ya, we ganti. So when I ganti this, langkah pertama, 2 kurungan 1 minus cos square x tambah cos x minus 2 equals 0. Okay, buka kurungan, so 2 minus 2 cos square x plus cos x minus 2 equals 0. All right. Now, you notice or not, here, 2 minus 2 becomes 0. Okay. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to write this way. Cos x minus 2 cos x equals 0. Nampak? The 2 dah hilang. 2 minus 2 equals 0. In case you're wondering, I put the negative of it. This is cos square. I put this one dekat belakang. Because I put the positive in front, negative dekat belakang. Okay. Now for this factorizing, right, you tak payah pakai calculator. Okay, you know what I mean? See ya. Yang ni cos x, yang ni cos square x kan? It's just like x dengan x square. So you just take out the x. Boleh faham tak? Okay. I mean, in this case, you take out the cos x. Okay. So kita tak payah nak pakai calculator to factorize. Okay. So when you factorize this, you take out cos x kurungan. What's the baki? Apakah baki dia? Okay. So cos x, take out cos x, balance is 1 minus. Here got 2. Okay. Cos square, take out cos, balance ialah cos x. Faham? Okay. That's it. Tak payah nak pakai calculator because it is simple quadratic factorization. No calculator needed. Okay. Now Yongsin asked me why I get 0 for question number 2. Well, okay. So let's look at this. Okay. So pertama, here
we look at this. This means cos x equals 0. Okay, cos x equals 0. So I want to find x, right? So I want to find x. That means x should be equal to inverse cos 0. Okay, you are right. You are right, Yongxin. You get 0 here. See, when you press your calculator, you nampak tak? When I press shift cos 0, nampak? Shift cos 0. Okay, shift cos 0. Here I get 90 degree, 90 darjah. Okay, I get 90 degree. All right, but hang on. Let me explain. Okay, I get 90 degree. Okay, and then after that, there's another one here, kan? So I get 90 degree. Okay, so what does that mean? Okay, so I'll tell you what. It's very, very simple. Sebenarnya, for this question, right, this question here, what you should do is, okay, the simplest thing is you can pakai formula. Tapi when you have special numbers, let me write down here. Special numbers. When I say special numbers, I'm talking about special numbers like -1, 0, and 1. Okay. Okay, Hafiz asked me, are we going to repeat all this again once you start tuition? Now, here's the problem, Hafiz. There's a possibility that even after the CMCO is over, okay, we may not be able to do tuition classes physically yet. You know why? Because of social distancing. Okay, that's a problem. Can you imagine this? In class, you've got 30, 40, 50, 60, some classes got 60, 70 students in the class. How to do social distancing? Tak boleh. Kan? Okay, so which means it won't be so soon. Okay, so that's why everything I do, I have to do it here. So please try and follow. Okay, that's why I don't want to go too fast. Okay, this one here, I'll break this lesson into 2 parts, today and next week, because I know there's a lot to follow. Okay, right. Okay, so please understand that, like the PM say, we have to, you know, adapt to a new normal, because things are not going to be like that already. Yes, Firdaus, you're right. Okay, so you have to understand that you have to be prepared to learn everything online. Okay, you got no choice, tak ada pilihan. Okay, you got to learn online. Okay, all right. So now, for special numbers, okay, what you do is you refer to the graph. Why do I say graph? Because each and every one of you, okay, each and every one of you have to memorize the shape of the graph. Because remember paper 2, the one I did at the very beginning, everyone need to draw graph for paper 2. So yang ni lah graph cost. So I just bought a very rough sketch for graph cost. So you remember the cost graph, okay, is like this. Nampak? Okay. On top here 1, here 0, down here -1. So at 0, can you see or not? There are 2 values at 0. One is here and one is here. This is 90 and this is 270. So without even using the calculator, right, here I can straight away say, you know what, X answer equal to 90 and 270. Done. Okay, just dengan merujuk graph. Boleh faham tak? Merujuk graph. Because at this point here, nampak, this is 0. 0 is 90 and 0 is at 270. Okay, those are special numbers. Nombor-nombor khas. So I repeat again, bila kita dapat nombor seperti -1, or 0, or 1, you can refer to the graph. Tak payah nak pakai calculator. You do not need to refer to the calculator. Okay, you do not need to refer to your calculator. Tak perlu. Okay, all right. Now moving on. Oh, by the way, just to be fair, in case some of you are blur, this is what you can do. Remember, your formula ni ada 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? Ada 4. Okay, let's say you got a problem. Okay, you don't know the graph shape for some reason lah. So what you do is this. The first one is 90. Second one, 180 minus 90. Third one, 180 plus 90. And the fourth one, 360 minus 90. Okay, you got this 4 formula kan nampak ni. Okay. All right, so you got 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now when I count this 4 formula here, nampak tak? I'm getting 90, yang ni 90, 270, 270. So this confirms that 90 is one answer and 270 one answer. 2 jawapan. Boleh faham tak? Okay, got 2 jawapan. You can also do that. Take all 4 quadrant. Okay, and then from there you can see what's the answer if you're not sure. Okay, kalau tak pasti. Okay, sekiranya tak pasti. Okay, Got it? Can you understand? All right. Okay, now I'm going to sambung. If you tak faham, tanya. If you tak faham, tanya. Jangan malu, jangan segan. Actually, you orang ni, I don't think you orang malu segan. Apa ni? Yes. Okay. You're right, Adriana. If it's negative, that means negative quadrant. I will get there. Okay. So right now here, there's a second one kan, yang ni pula, this one. So for this part here, okay, I've got 1 minus 2 cos x equals 0. Okay. But when I pindah, can you understand? 2 cos x equal to 1. I'll go slow lah. Nampak? And then after that, cos x equal to 1 over 2. So this means x equal to shift cos 1 over 2. And then you press your calculator. Okay, press your calculator. Shift cos 1 over 2, that will give you 60 degree, 60 darjah. Okay, you can check with the calculator. So this is 60 degree, which once again is your basic angle. Basic angle. Okay, so nampak tak? This time now, okay, this is cos, this is 1 over 2. 1 over 2 is positive. So now we have to see which quadrant we use now. Yang mana pula, okay? So cos positive. Di manakah cos positive? Where is cos positive? So going back to your formula, can you see that? Cos is positive in number 1 and number 4. Number 1 and number 4. Okay, number 1 and number 4. So number 1 and number 4. That means you're using theta, the first formula, and then 360 minus theta. Okay, somebody's confused about the rearranging. That's why I said no problem. Okay, like I said, MCO ni orang punya otak pun dah sedikit lembab. Okay, never mind. Like this here. See I just skip steps. Kalau you nak buat one by one, 1 minus 2 cos x sama kosong. This one pindah become negative 2 cos x equal negative 1. So 2 cos x equal to 1. Kan? Negative buang. What I did was I just flip it. Okay, I flip it. Okay, no, you will not get negative angle. SPM got no negative angle. Okay, negative angle is only for O levels or IGCSE. Okay, all right. So that's how I get it. I just flip it around. Okay, this is to answer Irdina's question. Okay, now moving on. So we are using 1 and 4. That means x equal to 60 and then 360 minus 60. So answer equal to 60 and 360. So once again, nampak tak? Here I've got 2 answers and over here I've got another 2 answers. So total 4. Okay, total 4. Which means when you write your answer, you got to write 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 jawapan. 4 jawapan. Okay. Yes, Tilagan, what's your question? Yongsin, you hang on first. Sorry, you're right, Tilagan. I pun dah mabuk. This is 300. Yeah, you're right. Okay, thank you very much. Okay, this is 300. You're right. Okay, excellent, fantastic. Okay, boleh kan? Okay, so actually, it's not that complicated because the formula, penggantian formula is pretty direct. It's just that you have to know how to use your ASDC, the 4 quadrants. Okay, that's about it. Okay, that's the only part you guys need to fix. Okay, that's the only part you guys need to fix. And remember, this type of question, bentuk soalan yang ni ditanya khas untuk kertas 1, paper 1. Okay, paper 1. All right? Are you good? Okay, now I'm going to move on because I got a lot to cover here. Okay, so far I've only covered things like, the basic one, question number 1. Question number 2 to tell you to rujuk pada graf untuk nombor-nombor khas seperti negative 1, 0, and 1. And then also that you need to understand which quadrant. Later do number 5. Okay, yes, I'll get there. Someone asking for number 5. Orang yang malu nak bagi tahu nama dia, so I will not mention your name. Question number 3. Okay, that's right. Let's look at number 3. Okay. Question number 3. Okay. Soalan nombor 3. Okay, right. Yeah, same formula. Nampak cos square kan? So the moment you nampak cos square, we know that this datangnya from this formula. Sin square x plus cos square x equal to 1. Disusun maksudnya cos square equal to 1 minus sine square x kan? Okay, so we ganti. Okay, so we ganti sini. We replace here. Okay, we replace here. Okay. Okay, so now when I ganti here, that means what happened now is I've got 2 bracket 1 minus sine square x plus sine x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, buka kurungan. So 2 minus 2 sine square x plus sine x minus 1 equals 0. Simplify, memudahkan. So nampak tak here? Okay, let's say lah, I simplify first like this. So negative 2 sine square x plus sine x, 2 minus 1 become plus 1 equals 0. Now guys, can you see not nampak tak yang the sine square got negative? So what I'm going to do here is, okay, what I'm going to do here is I am going to reverse. You are familiar with reverse kan? That means semua yang negatif tukar jadi positif, semua yang positif tukar jadi negatif. So when I reverse this, it becomes 2 sine square x minus sine x minus 1 equals 0. Okay, so pakai calculator. Because yang ni got sine square, got sine, got 1. Okay, now again bagi mereka yang mungkin blur sedikit, please understand that yang ni sebenarnya mirip 2x square minus x minus 1 kan? Equals 0, nampak tak? Okay, the sine 2 boleh diganti dengan x. So mirip dengan yang ni. So if you have trouble factorizing, I suggest you factorize pakai yang ni. Tapi bila kita tulis dalam kurungan, x tu diganti dengan sin x. Okay? So I think this one you guys have no problem factorizing because this one should be quite simple. Tekan calculator saja. X here, 2x dengan x. So we have 1 and 1. This will be minus and this will be plus. Okay? All right. Change sine into cos. Why sine into cos? You change here. Can you see now? Cos square. You're going to get a formula. Cos square is 1 minus sine square. Okay? Cos square become 1 minus sine square. Okay? Use the formula correctly. Pakai formula dengan betul. Use the formula correctly. So now when I write down here, okay, the x I tukar dengan sine x. Okay? I tukar dengan sin x. Maksudnya, the first bracket here will be 2 sin x plus 1. And then the other one is sin x minus 1 equals 0. Boleh faham? Okay. Factorize. Okay. You all do that first. Okay. Silakan, are you okay? What do you mean you change sin to cos? Why can you? Mana boleh? Kena pakai formula. The sin got no square. Okay. All right. Cot ah. Kalau cot tukar lah become 1 over tangent. Or tengok soalan dulu. You must see the question first. Okay, you must tengok soalan dulu. You must see the question first. Okay, silakan saya sebelanda. Okay, alright. Okay, dah. So nampak tak? Now we get 2 bracket, right? 2 bracket. So 2 kurungan. So once again, I do one by one lah. Okay, 2 kurungan yang ni. So that means the first bracket here, this one here. Okay, this bracket. Maksudnya 2 sin x plus 1 equals 0. Jadi sin x equal negative 1 over 2. So which means x equal to you nampak tak there's a negative 1 over 2 there? Tolong jangan tekan negatif dalam calculator. Which means shift sign 1 over 2. You ignore. Okay, you ignore the negative. Somebody says laptop habis battery. charge your laptop. Okay, charge your laptop, plug it into your power source. Okay, alright. So nampak tak yang ni there's a negative here. Okay, there's a negative here, but jangan masukkan negative in the calculator. The negative there is not for you to masukkan dalam calculator. Okay, not meant to press in the calculator. So you press shift sign 1 over 2. Okay, alright. Hang on, Yongsin. Hang on. I know some of you are very, very fast. Some of you are doing the other question already. Okay, so now when I press shift sign 1 over 2, okay, your answer here you will get 30 degrees. Go ahead, check with the calculator. Okay, so I get x equal to 30 degrees. Once again, that's your basic angle, 30 darjah. Okay, yeah, 30 degrees. Thank you, Basil. Okay, 30 degrees. So again, you see, this is sine, but this one here is a negative, nampak tak? Negative. So the negative there is actually for you to rujuk the STC. Sine yang bernilai negatif. Again, bagi mereka yang tak dapat dengar betul-betul, this means sine is negative. So where is sine negative? You go back to your quadrant. Okay, tadi, nampak? You see that? Sine is negative in number 3 and 4. So this time now, we pakai the number 3 and number 4 formula. Okay, number 3 and number 4. So the number 3 formula, what is it? Number 3 formula is 180 plus. Number 4 formula is 360 minus. Faham tak? Okay, so one is 180 plus, another one is 360 minus. Okay, so which means now, coming back to our question, where's the question? Here. Okay, so now we are going to use the number 3 and we are going to use number 4. Boleh faham? Number 3, number 4. That's what it means. So maybe in the beginning, okay, pada permulaannya, you orang mungkin confused, tak pasti, okay, you are unsure, never mind. Okay, keep doing. You get a hang of it. Okay, you pasti dapat membiasakan diri. So this means, right, X will be, number 3 will be 180 plus 30, and number 4 is 360 minus 30. Jadi, okay, the answer from here ialah 210 and 330. Okay, 210 and 330. Yeah, correct. I think I remember I typed the answer wrongly. It's 330, not 300. Lihat belakang. The answer given at the back page is 300. It's not 300. It's 330. Okay, I think I typed wrongly. Okay, it's 330. It's 210 and 330. Okay, 210 and 330. Okay, so yang ni dua jawapan. Notice not every time you shift sign, shift cos, shift tangent, there's always two answer. Okay, two answer, dua jawapan. Okay, but we're not done yet. Yang ni baru satu bracket. Okay, so again, nampak the working nampak panjang kan? Okay, so now we have got another one. This one pula. Okay, so for this one here, we now have sine x minus 1 equals 0. So I pindah. So I get sine x equal to 1. So x equal to shift sine 1. Kan? Now remember I said for special numbers like negative 1 and 0 and 1, you can rujuk graph. Okay, tak payah calculator. You are not required to press the calculator. So if I refer to the sine graph, okay, if you remember, the sine graph is a graph that looks like this, atas dan bawah. Here is 1, here is negative 1. You see that? So how do I use the graph? Well, it means that when 1 angle here ialah 90. Nampak? 90. Only got one answer. Satu jawapan saja. So which means, right, your answer here, we write straight x equal to 90 degree. And that's it. 90 degree. Okay? Liting, relax, chill. Okay, some of you are very, very fast. Okay, let's give those who are a bit slow a chance to catch up. Okay, so boleh faham tak? Get it? All right, so it's shift sign 1. So shift sign 1, yes, but I don't press the calculator. I refer to the graph. So nampak tak at the graph? How to calculate chord in calculator? Calculator tak ada chord. Relax. Okay, I'll get there. Relax. Okay, some of you that are very, very fast. Okay, so are you guys okay? You got to let me know. If you guys are okay, I won't go too slow for this part. Okay, because some of you obviously are already going on to don't know which question. Okay, all right, very good. So the easy one, orang boleh buat kan? Okay, so if it's easy, if you can understand, I tak payah nak, try to see whether you can understand or not. Because number one, you guys don't turn on your video, so I can't see your face. Okay, so I tak faham. Okay, let me just pause for a moment. Okay, boleh faham tak? You see, here's the problem. Because I can't see your face, I do not know whether you blur ke tak blur. Unlike in school, okay, for school lessons, all the students turn on the video. So when I explain, I can see their face. So when I see their face, I know whether they blur ke tak blur. But I don't see your face. I only see your profile picture or your DM. Okay, so which means I cannot see. I can't read your facial expression. Okay, all right. So I take it you guys understand, so I'm going to move on. Just now, somebody mentioned question number 5. Okay, so I'm going to jump to question number 5. Like I said, this one takes some time to discuss, so I'll do this today and also next week. I got no choice, okay, because it takes some time. All right, now, soalan nombor 5. Number 4 I won't do, but again, rujuk formula. Okay, rujuk formula. Sebenarnya number 4 dengan number 5 lebih kurang sama lah, tapi pakai formula. Cot, yes. What? Which one? Yongsin? Okay. All right, let's look at this. Question number, question. Okay lah, tell you what. I'll do the first part of question number 4 and you sambung, huh? Okay, you sambung, okay? Since there's one person here, Yongsin kata, tak boleh faham number 4. Aduh. Okay, number 4. Sebenarnya bukannya tak faham. You understand. It's just that because you see cot, you pun confused. Okay, begini. Nampak? Cot, right? Tengok formula. What is cosec square? Look at your basic identity formula. Nampak tak? Cosec square is 1 plus cot square. Okay? Alright, so ganti yang ni. Okay? Because cosec square, you can ganti with 1 plus cot square x. Okay? Alright, how to press calculator? Okay, kejap. Ini mangkuk lah diorang ni. Okay, so 2 cot x equal to 1 plus cot square x. Agree? Arrange to one side. Arrange to one side. When you arrange to one side, you faham tak? This will mean that cot square x minus 2 cot x plus 1 equals 0. I just bring all to one side, flip it around. Okay, those of you who know me, you know I don't like to do extensive steps. Bring to one side, flip around. Okay, so cot square x minus 2 cot x plus 1 equals 0. Okay, factorize. All right. So do you recognize that this one here sebenarnya is just like saying x square minus 2x plus 1 equals 0, kan? Okay, factorize first. When you factorize yang ni, okay, you get x minus 1 minus 1, yes? X minus 1, x minus 1, okay? So nampak tak, they are basically the same, x minus 1, x minus 1. So you can do separately, okay? That means here when you write in your bracket for this one, isn't this cot x minus 1 bracket cot x minus 1 equals 0? Okay, cot x minus 1. Just now somebody else asking you how to do cot lah, how to press calculator lah. Guys, buka mata. You nampak tak? In your calculator, what do you see? Do you see not your calculator? Okay, your calculator only got that one row. Satu baris tu 3 benda. Sine, cos, tangent. There's no cot in the calculator. Okay, so how to press calculator? Good question. How to press calculator? All right, so from here, because both brackets same, right? Dua kurungan sama. Janganlah pandai-pandai buat dua-dua kurungan. Just do one enough really. Okay? Just do one bracket dah cukup. Okay? Satu kurungan is enough. No need to do both brackets. So I do one bracket here. That means here, cot x minus 1 equals 0. Cot x equal to 1. You don't press calculator. Mana ada cot the calculator? Faham tak? Okay? That was why I told you, you're gonna hafal this basic thing. Do you remember that cot is equal to 1 over tangent? Now you pakai yang ni, faham tak? Okay, so since cot x equal to 1 over tangent x, ini bermaksud 1 over tangent x equal to 1. Jadi tangent x equal to 1. Faham? Press calculator. Okay, for tangent x. Can you finish up? Boleh habiskan tak? Yongsin, halo. Mangkuk, boleh faham tak? Okay, tangent x equal to 1. So, tangent x sama dengan 1. Okay, faham tak? Okay, because when you arrange, you get cot x equal to 1. So, tukar, cot is 1 over tangent. Okay, and then just arrange balik. So, tangent x equal to 1. So, now when you press your calculator, x is equal to 45 degree. That's your basic angle, kan? 44. How you get 44? 45 lah. Kan? Shift tangent 1. Nampak tak? Shift tangent 1 equal to 45. Ya? Nampak? 45. Can you see? Salah type. Okay. Salah type. Alright. So 45 degree. Tapi yang ni tangent. Okay. So again, you rujuk the ASTC. Ya? That means yang ni ialah kita kena pakai for tangent positive ialah number 1 and number 3. Oops. So kalau number 1 and number 3 kan, ini bermaksud, ya, ini bermaksud here, you got number 1 is 45, number 3 is 180 plus 45, jadi jawapan dia 45 and 225. Itu answer lah. Okay, the other bracket tak payah buat. You know why? Because nampak tak? These two brackets same, right? Same. Okay, they are the same. So you need to do one. Okay, paham? Now, in case you don't want to write two bracket, you paham tak? You can also write this cot x minus 1 bracket square. Same kan? Okay, and again you only got one bracket, so only got two answer lah. Paham? Okay, there. Take a look at it. Okay, take a look at it. Are you all right? Okay. Aduh. Okay, square root for the x. Yongsin, which question are you talking about now? Number 6. Okay, I'll get there. Sean says number 6. All right, okay, let's move on. Yongsin say number 5. Okay lah, looks like I got to do one by one. Okay, number 5 and then later number 6. Okay, number 5 first. I'm running out of space. Okay, let's go to this side. Okay, number 5. Okay, number 5. Tangent square, secant square. So what do you see? Pakai formula. Okay, what do you ganti? Do you want to ganti tangent or ganti secant square? For me, I prefer to ganti secant square. Hey, siapa yang tonting ni? Alright, so now this one, secant square. Okay, rujuk formula, rujuk your basic identity. Okay, from your basic identity, nampak tak? From here we know that secant square equal to 1 plus tangent square x kan? So we ganti. Okay, pakai kurungan. So now I ganti. That means now I get tangent square x tambah dengan pakai kurungan 1 plus tangent square x minus 5 equals 0. Okay, all right. So now what I do is I simplify. Okay, tangent square plus tangent square. 1 tangent square plus 1 tangent square will give you a total of 2 tangent square x minus 4 equals 0. Nampak? Okay, all right, no problem. So now I pindah. I'll go slow. 2 tangent square x equal to 4. Agree? Negative 4 pindah jadi positive 4. Pindah lagi. So tangent square x equal to 4 divided by 2 become 2. Agree? Okay, fine. So now here we don't have to press the calculator to factorize because it's tangent square. So what I do now is, you faham tak? This square kita boleh bawa pindah kan? Square bawa pindah become square root. Agree? Punca kuasa 2. Okay, square root. Jadi maksudnya tangent x equal to square root 2. Oh, by the way, don't forget, plus minus. Plus minus. Okay, so now I got to find my answer. Oh, again, why plus minus? Because you square root. Every time you square root something, there'll be a plus minus. There will be a plus minus. Okay, there will be a plus minus. Okay, so got square root? Yes, just now somebody asked, if you got square root x, square root, no problem. You just press shift tangent. So maksudnya now, x sama dengan shift tangent of square root 2. Okay, shift tangent square root 2. Paham? So here, let's take a look at the calculator. Okay, shift tangent square root 2 kan? So shift tangent square root 2. Itu jawapan dia. 54.74. Okay, 54.74. So answer for x sama dengan 54.74 degree. This is your basic angle. Faham tak? Okay, 54.74. Okay, just tekanlah square root in the calculator. Okay, so again, shift tangent square root 2. You get 54.74. But this is a special case. You know why? Because now kita kena pakai formula yang mana? We have to use formula number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4. Basically semua. You know why semua? Simple. Because got plus minus. Nampak? So plus minus maksudnya all 4 quadrants. Okay, because plus minus. Yes, plus minus. Okay, basically plus minus maksudnya you see ya, tangent positive 1 and 3 kan, tangent negative 2 and 4 kan. Jadi plus minus maksudnya ambil semua sukuan. Ambil semua sukuan. So berapa jawapan? Okay, 4 jawapan. Faham tak? There are 4 answers. Okay, so that means now you finish off by yourself. That means your answer jawapan sebenar ialah 54.74 sukuan pertama. Lepas tu 180 minus 54.74 sukuan kedua, 180 plus 54.74 sukuan ketiga, 360 minus 54.74 sukuan yang keempat. Jadi jawapan dia ada 1, 2, 3, 4. Oops, 4. 4 answer. Faham? That's it, done. Okay. Alright. Yongsin, are you okay? Why? What's your problem? What's your problem, Yongsin? Do you not understand? Which part don't you understand? You can actually scribble on the screen, okay, to show which part you don't understand. Faham tak? Okay. Kalau tak faham, you can annotate on my screen. No problem. Okay. All right. So, are you guys okay? Actually, I understand. Mangkok. All right. Okay. Let's continue. Okay. All right. See that? This is what I mean. Duduk rumah lama-lama sampai dah bosan, kan? Sampai dah bosan. I think some of you are growing fungus on you already, kan? Stay at home so long, do nothing. Okay. Just now Sean says number 6. Okay, I'm going to move on to number 6 pula. Number 6. Oh, got cot square. Well, itu biasalah. When you see a soalan, you tengok soalan, it looks complicated. Now, guys, do you not realize in AdMaths, right? Anything or something that looks complicated does not mean it's complicated. Okay? Just because nampak complicated, tak semestinya complicated. So you decide, what are you going to do now? Okay, look at the formula, cot square. What's the formula for the cot square? Okay, so here, because you see, in your calculator, there's no cot. In your calculator, only got sine, cos, and tangent. Kan? So I want to get rid of the cot. The sine square is okay, it's no problem. Okay, the sine square is okay, it's no problem. So I want to get rid of the cot. Okay, so if you look at your formula for cot square, okay, your basic identity, so now exam like this, begini, it's like this. Okay, your exam questions are like this. So that's why I said practice. You get the hang of it. Okay, you will get the hang of it. All right. So mengikut formula basic identity. Okay, cosec square equal to 1 plus cot square. Nampak? Mengikut formula. Okay. So we want to ganti the cot square. Okay. So it's up to you how you want to ganti. Bagaimana you nak ganti? Okay, it's up to you. So for example, maybe lah, depends lah. You can also say, for example, oh, I see that formula. That means what I want to do is, let's say I want to do this one first. Boleh. Terpulang pada pelajar. Terpulang pada pelajar. Okay, now for example lah, you faham tak 1 over sine square? What is 1 over sine square? Yang ni lah sebahagian formula yang tidak diberi. Jadi you orang kena hafal. Okay, sine. 1 over sine. 1 over sine equal to cosec. Betul tak? Jadi 1 over sine square, bukankah yang ni ditukar jadi cosec square? Okay. 1 over sine square become cosec square. We can change that. Understand? So again, terpulang pada pelajar. So let's say, for example, I change that first. That means cot square x plus cosec square x equal to 3. Boleh. Then lihat formula. Mengikut formula, cosec square equal to 1 plus cot square. Ganti. Okay. So now I ganti the cosec square. Ganti yang ni pula. Okay. Because mengikut formula, cosec square diganti dengan 1 plus cot square. So ganti, change. Okay, fine. Let's change it. So cot square x plus 1 plus cot square x equal to 3. Simplify. Pemudahkan. Cot square plus cot square become 2. Cot square x equal to 2 kan? 3 minus 1. Pindah. So can you see not? Cot square x equal to 1. Kurungan? Oh, okay, fine. You nak pakai kurungan, boleh. Kurungan sini. Nampak? Okay. Boleh pakai kurungan. Okay, so cot square tambah dengan kurungan 1 plus cot square. Sama dengan 3. So cot square plus cot square become 2 cot square. The positive one bawa pindah ke sebelah kanan, so become 3 minus 1. So 3 minus 1 become 2. Dua kiri dan di kanan boleh bahagi kan? So cot square equal to 1. So now you kena ganti balik. Do you not remember here we can change cot? Remember cot is 1 over tangent. If cot become 1 over tangent, that means, right, this is 1 over tangent square equal to 1, right? 1 over tangent square. Let me write properly. Okay, yang ni ialah 1 over tangent square x. So ini bermaksud tangent square x equal to 1. Bring up. Okay, then square root. Okay, so that means now tangent x equal to 1 square root, become plus minus. Okay, of course square root 1 ialah 1 lah, but now got plus minus kan. So which means now x equal to shift tangent 1. But don't forget, because yang ni tangent and here got plus minus, that means you're taking all. Okay, you're taking all. Oops, you're taking all 4 quadrant. So jawapan dia ada 4. Okay, answer got 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you can continue. Press your calculator. Okay, that's all. Sean, are you okay? Okay. So again, penggunaan formula, penggantian formula terpulang pada pelajar. It depends on the student. It depends how you want to arrange it. Yes. Okay. Shift tangent 1 is 45 degree. But because got 45 degree, you must pakai 4 formula. So 45, 180 minus 45, 180 plus 45, 180 minus, 360 minus 45. Somebody asked, what if you use cosec? Okay, fine. I'll do the other one pula. Okay. What if you use cosec? Okay, fine. Okay, same question. Okay. Let's say now I ganti the other one pula lah. Because now remember the soalan ialah cot square plus 1 over sine square x equal to 3. So somebody asked me, what if we want to use cosec pula? Okay, let's see. Okay, so based on your formula, see, so that means here you have to arrange the formula a bit. You know why? Nampak? This one from here, when I susun, can you see not cosec square minus 1 equal to cot square x? So we take this and ganti into here. Okay, we ganti. If you want to use this lah, boleh. So if I do this, that means now cot square become cosec minus 1, cosec square minus 1. So cosec square x minus 1 tambah dengan yang ni become cosec square x equal to 3. Because at the same time, you have to change the 1 over sine square, become cosec square. Boleh, no problem. Then you arrange it. So can you see now become 2 cosec square x equal to 4. Pindah lagi. So cosec square x equal to 2. Okay. And then after that, cosec square is actually 1 over sine square x equal to 2. Okay, and then arrange. Pindah. Okay, arrange it. So that means now what I get is, I get sine square x equal to 1 over 2. So sine x equal to 1 over 2 square root. And then after that, plus minus. So x equal to shift sine 1 over 2 square root. So this time again same. There's a plus minus kan. So plus minus meaning all. So shift sine 1 over 2. It will still be 45. Jawapan sama. But of course, 2 methods of doing it. So up to you. Up to you. How you want to do. Okay. You do the first method, jawapan sama. You get 4 answers. 45, 135, 225, 315. Method 2 pun sama. 45, 135, 225, and 315. Same answer. Okay, same answer. So it doesn't matter whether you pakai the method 1 or method number 2. Sama saja. Okay. So nampak tak, the part for MS here, it's complicated because number 1, you have to use your formula. Okay, kena pakai formula, ganti dengan formula betul. And then number 2, you have to tak payah memorize the formula given to you. Remember I said the only part you have to memorize is you have to memorize cosec equal to 1 over sine, secant equal to 1 over cos, cot equal to 1 over tangent, tangent equal to sine over cos, And then cot equal to cos over sine. That one you have to memorize. Everything else tak payah. And of course the ASTC. Okay, the ASTC maksudnya this one. This one you have to memorize. Okay, the rest semua tak payah. So basically what I'm saying is that this formula here, can you see? The one that I gave you all, okay? Semua ni tak payah hafal. Okay. And if you can, you also try to memorize this one. Yes, okay, Tilagan. Correct. So it's only sine, cos, tangent, because remember your calculator can only shift sine, shift cos, and shift tangent. That's about it. Okay, that's about it. Okay, that's about it. If you can memorize this one better, but if not, you have your new calculator. If you have new calculator, tak payah, because new calculator, when you press, you get this form, bentuk yang ni. Okay. All right. Okay, let's try and squeeze in one more. Okay, so for this one here, the addition formula. Okay, I'll just do one here. So nampak yang ni ya. Okay, again, it's all about formula. It's all about formula dan penggunaan formula. So contohnya begini. Yang ni pun sama sebenarnya, penggunaan formula. Okay, penggunaan formula. Okay, I got time to squeeze one question, so I'll do that. Okay, so now yang ni ya. Yang ni ialah formula. So if you look at the formula, okay, look at the formula. The formula is this: cos A plus minus B equal to cos A, cos B minus plus sine A, sine B. Remember? That's the formula. Okay? So what does it mean? That means, right, when this bracket is a plus, this will be a minus. Remember? Okay? What is the A and B? Yeah? That means this is A, this is B. So semua yang A become B, semua yang B become 30 degree. So basically now, okay, look, I take the formula, I put it here. Okay, can you see that? So maksudnya, according to the question, it is B plus 30. That means, right, it's actually here. This one is B, oops. This one is B, and this one is 30. So remember I said the first part is the A, yang ni A, yang ni B. So semua yang A tukar jadi B, semua yang B tukar jadi 30. Okay, so if I replace this, okay, can you see this? Semua yang A, everything that is A, change it to B. So here I have B, B. Semua yang B tukar jadi 30. So 30 and 30. Okay, 30 and 30. This is fine. So from here, for this question, you have to refer to what they give you here. This one. Sine B is 405. Okay, question says sine B equal to 405. Maybe that's not clear. I'll use this one. This one, you see that? They give you sine B equal to 4/5. Okay, so because this question here gives you sine B equal to 4/5. Okay, now you tak payah draw triangle. Your textbook, revision book, sometimes they draw a triangle for you, tak payah. All you do is this. You understand? Yang ni sine kan? Sine ialah OH. So you have to remember your Pythagorean triple. Remember 3, 4, 5? 3, 4, 5? So 4, 5 ada. That means, right, there's another one which is 3, right? So 4 ialah O, 5 ialah H. So 3 ialah A. O, A, and H. Okay? So now, when you ganti, okay, here, cos B. So cos is A and H. Jadi 3/5. Okay, 3/5. And then cos 30 refer to the formula. Here, the triangle. Cos 30 is sub 3/2. See that? Cos 30 is sub 3/2. That's why I say you have to memorize this triangle. Okay, so sub 3/2 minus sine B is 4/5. And then sine 30 is 1/2. Okay, you can look at the triangle. Sine 30 is 1/2. And then you calculate. Okay, jawapan ni pecahan. So basically this is 3 sert 3 over 10 minus 4 over 10. So combined answer become 3 sert 3 minus 4 over 10. And that's it. Done. Okay, but I think this one's a bit harder. So this one here, I'll focus more on next week because I don't have enough time to cover this. So for today, the front page is just, you have to use your ASTC. Yang lain, bentuk line sedikit. Okay, it's a bit different. Boleh faham tak? Okay, the format is a bit different. Okay, it's a little bit different. Okay, are you guys all right?